Hello students, in this lecture we'll discuss about moment of force and a couple, which is very important actually because it is required in complete mechanics and it is required later on for mechanical and civil engineering students. So basically moment of force is what? See what I represented here is one bar AB. Say this one end is A and other end is what? B. Length of this bar will assume as any length, you can say D is a length. On this bar one force P is acting. Now what we represented, one bar AB, horizontal bar having length equal to D, and one force P is acting at end B. Now when such force P is acting, right, where point of application of force is at B, what is the most important here is nothing but line of action of force. The line of action of force, if we represent here, it is nothing but the line along which force acts. So this is the line along which force is acting, right? Line of action of force is acting. Now moment of this force, if you want to find out, so basically moment is what? When any body is subjected to some external force or forces, then body tends to rotate. That means if we'll assume AB is, you can say bar means what? You can hold a pen AB and hold it at point A, and if we'll apply force in this direction, that is in downward direction, due to this force P, what is the tendency of this bar AB is to rotate in this direction. That means moment of force is defined as what? Tendency of a body to rotate when subjected to external forces. Clear? How will define moment of force? Tendency of a body to rotate about a point when subjected to some external forces. Now due to this force P, when we'll find out this rotational tendency about some point, say about this point, if we'll find out, so such point about which we'll find out moment is called as what? Moment center. This is called as moment center. And this distance D, right, this distance D is a perpendicular distance between line of action of force and moment center. Therefore what D you are getting, this is perpendicular distance, this is called as what? This is called as a moment arm. This is called as moment arm. That means now here 3 points are very important. Number one, moment center means where will take moment. Next one, line of action of force, the line along which force acts. This one is line of action, line of action of force. And third important part is what? Moment arm. Moment arm is perpendicular distance between line of action of force and moment center. Now due to this force P, this bar tends to rotate in clockwise direction. Now in case if you apply force in vertically upward direction, the bar tends to rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Now next is what? How will you get a magnitude? Because once you will get here, moment of force is what you know. What is important? The next one is what? Magnitude. The magnitude of moment of force. Magnitude of moment of force. So it is a product of magnitude of force and perpendicular distance between line of action of force and moment center. Magnitude of force is a P and perpendicular distance is what? D, right? So M equal to what? P into D. Okay. So magnitude of force is easy to understand. Perpendicular distance always carefully you have to find out. That means where force is acting, that line of action you represent properly, and where you are taking moment, say point A, perpendicular distance becomes what? Horizontal distance. When line of action of force is vertical, perpendicular distance horizontal. Line of action of force horizontal, perpendicular distance is what? Vertical. Now if we'll see what will be the unit of this moment of force. The unit of movement is what? Unit of force is Newton, and unit of distance is what? Meter. The unit of movement is what? Newton meter. Okay. And when we'll find out this movement, there are two possibilities. You'll get what? Maybe clockwise movement. You will get what? Anti-clockwise movement. Therefore, next part is what? It's a sign convention. Because for forces we are assuming rightward force is positive, upward force is positive. Similarly, for movement, what sign convention will use? Counterclockwise or anti-clockwise movements. We'll take anti-clockwise movements as positive. Anti-clockwise movements are considered as positive. That means whenever we'll find out moment of force, if it is anti-clockwise, positive. If it is clockwise, then we'll substitute it as negative. Now what magnitude of moment of force we are getting? If we'll see here, magnitude of force and perpendicular distance between line of action of force and moment center. That means now if we'll find out this one, what you are getting moment about point A, you are getting as P into D. Okay. Now if we'll try movement at some different point, say I will take here one more point here. Okay, this is what? A point C. Now perpendicular distance between a new movement center say C and a line of action of force P will be what? BC. Therefore, moment if we'll find out about which point C is what? P into CB distance. Okay, CB is perpendicular distance. Now if I'll take one more point here, say point D. What is the moment about a point D? That is P into that is dB. Means what? As position of movement center changes, that means initially I have taken A, then I have taken C, then I have taken D. Magnitude of moment of force changes. That means next most important part is what? Here magnitude, right? Magnitude of what? Magnitude of moment of force. Magnitude of moment of force depends on position of moment center. This one depends on position of moment center, right? That means once we'll change a position of moment center, then magnitude of moment of force changes. What is the conclusion here? Moment of force, basically it is a product of magnitude of force and perpendicular distance between line of action of force and moment center. This is number one. Next, there are two types of, you can say, movements possible, maybe clockwise, maybe anti-clockwise. That means what is the effect of force on that particular body? If it tends to rotate in clockwise direction, movement is clockwise, and due to that force P, if it tends to rotate in anti-clockwise direction, the movement is what? Anti-clockwise. Unit of movement is what? Newton meter. And what sign convention will use for movement is what? Anti-clockwise movements as positive. While finding magnitude of movement, what is the most important part? Perpendicular distance between line of action of force and movement center. And magnitude, when we'll find out magnitude of moment of force, so where we'll find out movement, that means that movement center, its position is very, very important. If we'll go on changing position of movement center, then magnitude of moment of force changes. Therefore, magnitude of moment of force depends on position of moment center. Now next term what we'll discuss here is a couple. See, to understand this couple, what will represent here? I will represent a bar and some forces. Now there is one bar AB having its length equal to D, and there are two forces which are acting. At B, what force is acting is in downward direction. At A, what force is acting, that is in upward direction. Okay, that means how many forces are acting? They are two in number, right? They are two in number. Then they are parallel to each other. Okay, these two forces are parallel. How many forces are there? Two forces. They are parallel to each other. What about their magnitudes? That is, magnitudes of both the forces are same. Magnitude same means they are of same magnitude, right? Where these forces which are acting, they are in same plane. That means you can say it is called as what? Coplanar. Now there are two forces which are parallel to each other. Their magnitudes are same, right? They are coplanar, means acting where? In one plane. Then due to such two forces, if we'll assume this one bar, means you can say pen, you hold a pen and apply some forces, vertically downward at B, vertically upward at P. So what effect will get due to this one is, can you say it is, this bar will may rotate like this. In what direction? So this will be in clockwise direction, right? That means again tendency of body is what? To rotate, but it is due to effect of what? Two forces, not due to one force, right? And when any body is subjected to two forces which are equal in magnitude, means magnitude same, they are two in number, they are parallel to each other, they are coplanar, then such two forces constitutes a couple, and effect is what? Body tends to rotate. Now we'll find out what? How we'll get magnitude of couple. So this one, magnitude of moment of couple, magnitude of, in previous case moment of force था, अभी magnitude of moment of a couple, magnitude of moment of couple. So this magnitude of moment of couple is given by product of magnitude of any one force and perpendicular distance between two forces. The magnitude of moment of couple C is given by magnitude of any one force and perpendicular distance between the two forces. Therefore, it is what? Magnitude of any one force means what? P. Perpendicular distance between two forces is what? D. That means here again you are getting formula what we have done in moment, and here couple, both are same. But here it is a product of what is very important. It is perpendicular distance between two forces. That means this couple, if you find out what is the couple due to two forces at A, it is P into D. If I'll find out what is the couple at this point, you can say C. So again it is a P into D, because it is not distance from moment center. It is the distance between two forces. If we'll find out at different location D, to magnitude of any one force into again perpendicular distance between two forces. That means what? This magnitude of moment of couple is independent. Independent of what? Independent of position of moment center. Independent of position of moment center. Position of moment center, right? The magnitude of moment of force depends on position of moment center, but in this case magnitude of moment of couple is independent of position of moment center. Therefore such a vector, couple is a vector, it is called as what? Free vector. You may get such question maybe somewhere in exam. Why couple is called as a free vector? How will say why couple is a free vector? Simple. Magnitude of moment of force depends on position of moment center, but magnitude of moment of couple is independent of position of moment center. Therefore couple is called as what? Free vector. Now next, how we'll find out magnitude of moment of force in detail, we'll see in next lecture. Thank you.